Hi, today on Catherine Learns Stuff, we're going to try to make a glow-in-the-dark magic potion. So let's jump in. We're having a Halloween party, and I'm thinking about adding some glow-in-the-dark magic potions into the mix. So I did a little bit of research, and I couldn't find anything online that came up with exactly what I was looking for. So I decided to give it a try to make my own magic potion that glows in the dark. I tried several different combinations, so let's take a look at what I did. For all of the magic potions that I'm making, I'm going to use this blue mica powder that I have. I thought it would be really neat to have a different color so that it will change the color of my solution when I add it in. So this is sort of my base product that I'm using for everything. With my first magic potion, I'm going to use Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean by itself has a really bright glow in just regular daylight, so I thought it should hopefully glow for us if we add it into a magic potion. Now, if we just look at Mr. Clean in the black light with nothing added, it's got a pretty good shine to it and it glows pretty nicely. So hopefully this will have some good results for us when we add some mica powder. For my Mr. Clean solution, what I did was I used 1 cup of Mr. Clean and 1 teaspoon of mica powder, and then I mixed it all in. You can see when I'm mixing it, it has some pretty nice gradient in it when it's in normal daylight. So let's take a look what happens with it in black light. With the black light on, the Mr. Clean doesn't glow anymore. It's actually just looking like a regular magic potion that's not glow in the dark. So this really isn't producing the results that I was hoping for. Once the Mr. Clean and the mica powder start to settle and separate, you can start to see the glow again at the top of the Mr. Clean solution, but not enough to make it look like a magic potion. So this Mr. Clean attempt wasn't a success. For my second attempt, I used Tonic Water. Tonic Water is supposed to glow in the dark under a black light, so I thought this would be a good option for a glow in the dark solution. The one thing that we need to do with the tonic water before we put anything into it is we need to make sure that we degas it. Tonic water is carbonated, so if you add mica powder or anything else into it, it can start to bubble and overflow. So simply just mixing the tonic water with a spoon for about a minute or two should get rid of most, if not all, the bubbles. So just looking at the tonic water with regular light, it just looks like water with nothing special happening with it. Now, if we turn the black light on with the tonic water without any mica powder in it, it sort of glows, but it doesn't have this big shiny glow that I've seen in other videos. So I'm a little bit disappointed. My black light is really strong, so this really should be glowing better from what I thought. So I'm not sure this is going to give us the results that we want. When doing the Mr. Clean, I realized that we didn't need to use as much mica powder, so for this try, I'm only using a half a teaspoon of mica powder and 1 cup of tonic water. I mix it all together and I get a nice gradient of mica powder that gives us kind of magic potion design in it when it's spinning around. But when I put the black light on, you can see that the solution doesn't glow at all. It just looks like a dark solution in the black light. So the tonic water and mica powder does not produce a glow-in-the-dark magic potion. So my next attempt is done with highlighters. Highlighters are supposed to glow under black light. So I've got 3 different highlighters. I've got a yellow, an orange, and a blue. And I'm going to actually take the markers apart and put them into water. So just using pliers, I'm pulling off the cap of the back of the highlighter and then putting it into a glass of water. I wasn't able to find my rubber gloves, but if I had those, I could have helped squeeze the inside of the marker into the water, but just putting it into the water allows the color to seep into the water and give the water the color of the highlighter. So just looking at the 3 colors of highlighter in water, we've got the yellow, the orange, and the blue. They're kind of bright-ish, but nothing super fantastic. So we're gonna just take a quick look at them under the black light to see if they actually glow. So the yellow has a really nice glow to it. It's actually glowing so brightly that it's reflecting off onto the orange. But the orange and the blue highlighters aren't glowing at all in the black light, which is really disappointing because I thought that maybe this would be a winner. So again, I'm going to add mica powder into these. What I've done though is, since with my Mr. Clean and my Tonic Water, the mica powder really did seem like it was too much, and it looks like the mica powder can go a lot farther for a lot less. I just started putting in small amounts of mica powder, and by the end I used about 1/4 teaspoon of mica powder in each of the solutions to give it a nice gradient of the mix that makes it look like a magic potion. So I mixed all of the mica powder around in my highlighter liquid. So it's no surprise that the blue and the orange aren't glowing because they didn't glow before, but the orange has a neat color even in the dark. The yellow highlighter solution still glows, but you can't really see the mica powder in it. It's not producing that nice magic potion look that I was hoping for. It is glowing, but I mean, I could have just left the highlighter in there and not added mica powder. I was hopeful that it might produce a better solution, but it really didn't. I even added more mica powder into the yellow highlighter solution, hoping it would have a better effect, but it didn't. The camera basically shows the same view that I had in real life, which is disappointing, but I guess it does glow. So I can't really get my magic potions to glow in the dark as I was hoping for. So another option that I'm going to try, just to give another option for lighting up magic potions, is having lights in different locations with your magic potions. So I've gone ahead and I've tried having just a regular LED light behind my magic potions. So you can see that the light glows through the solution and it makes the potion glow nicely, but it's not really a glow in the dark potion, it's just a bright potion that's glowing with the light. I did the same thing with putting the light over top of the solution. This worked well because I could just put the light on top and leave it there. And again, the solution glows in a sense, but it's not a glow in the dark solution, but it does have a nice look to it. And finally, I tried putting the magic potion solution on top of the lights to see if it would glow. This produced a nice effect, except that I had to actually hold the glass on top of the light so it wouldn't fall over. So it's not a viable solution to making this magic potion glowing. If I had a different setup, possibly like having a light under a glass table, then maybe it would work, but that's a little bit out of my range of what I'm willing to invest into this project. Overall, I was rather disappointed with the outcome of all of these magic potion solutions that I was trying to make. I was hoping that I could actually come up with a glow-in-the-dark solution that worked. The yellow highlighter did produce a glow-in-the-dark solution, but it didn't really look like a magic potion. With the black light on, the mica powder just didn't produce a nice gradient in there to make it look like it was actually a potion and not just a yellow fluid. I don't think I would do this again. I think that if I were to try to just do a magic potion, what I would use is just having mica powder with a color like this blue that I have, and then adding it into a colored water, so like water with food coloring, to give the potion sort of two different colors, so that when it is mixed it looks one color, and then when it starts to separate you've got sort of two different colors to make it look a little bit more magical. But making it into a glow-in-the-dark solution didn't seem to be viable. And there you have it. We've tried to make a glow-in-the-dark magic potion unsuccessfully, but we do have some options for making just a regular magic potion, so hopefully that's enough to get us through our Halloween parties. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.